What is up, guys? My name is Danny. Most of you will know of me as Penguin, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 4 of MOAB That Spot. I'll be using the ACR with the silencer and the extended mags on the map Resistance, as you can see. And the spot, you can't really see it right now, but it will be coming towards the middle of the gameplay and towards the end as well. So you can look forward to that. And I actually wasn't even planning on using this gameplay for Resistance, but the other gameplay that I had planned for using was actually deleted from my theater. I don't know how. It was with the G36 red dot and a silencer, and it was basically all in that spot in the middle of the map. I'll show you guys later, but it was basically all in that spot, so it would have been a perfect example of how great that spot can be. But this one works too. So in this gameplay, I'm going to be talking about the kind of class you want to be using when you're going for a MOAB. So to start off, you want to choose an assault rifle. This is just going to be an assault rifle, so I'll be doing an SMG one later on. So for your assault rifle, you want to choose an assault rifle that you really feel comfortable with, one that you know you can do well with, and one that you know you have confidence in for getting on big streaks and stuff. And you want to also make sure that you have the silencer and another attachment that you really like to use on that weapon. Reason being that you want to start out with the attachments proficiency because you earn all of them when you get your specialist bonus. So there's no point in using something else, Anyways, so moving on to the secondary. The secondary is basically just preference. And by the way, I'm just going to take a quick look at the gameplay right here. If you can look at what I just did, you just range back and forth from one side of the gate to the other just to see which way, just to mix up which way you're shooting the enemies from, because you want to see them coming through that little gate. You saw it earlier, but now I'm kind of ranging out. You'll see me running around the map a little bit in this gameplay. So it's not really, well, it is a MOAB that spot because I do get the MOAB in the spot. But anyways, moving on. So the secondary is just personal preference, whatever you like to use. I personally like to use the MP9 with the silencer or extended mags. And moving on to the equipment. For equipment, you want to use the either the Semtex or the Claymore. The Semtex or the frag grenade, actually, you can use either, which one you prefer. So those ones are usually for rushing when you're in the enemy spawn and you want to be able to slow the enemies down, by throwing a Semtex at them or frag grenade, or just kind of get a kill. I don't know. It's just more of an offensive role for using a Semtex or a frag grenade, just because they're much better in close range situations. Anyways, moving on. So what you want to use for a defensive role is you want to use the Claymore. The Claymore, just so you can have your back covered without really depending on teammates, because I know personally that teammates do not do anything right. But so yeah, Claymore if you want to play defensive, and frag or Semtex if you want to play offensive. So moving on to the tactical equipment, when you want to play offensive, so if you want to have Semtex or frags on your class, you always want to use either the concussion grenades or the flashbangs. Reason being, they're kind of the same as Semtex. They're better when you're in the enemy spawn, and they're just better for close range situations. And then if you're going to play more defensive, you want to use the portable radar, mainly because you can see where the enemies are as long as they don't have assassin. And it just really helps out in times where you want to know where the enemies are. And so moving on to the perks. For the perks, you always want to start out using Scavenger. This is because you want to have as much ammo as you possibly can get at the beginning of your life, just so you're not worried about getting ammo later on in the life, and it might cause you to get into a situation that you don't want to be in. It might cause you even to die on your MOAB streak. So second tier perk, I personally like to use Assassin or Quick Draw on my assault rifles. The ACR, I always have Assassin on just because I don't feel it really needs Quick Draw until later on in the streak. So I have Quick Draw unlocked as my second tier perk, but I'll get into that in a second. So I have Assassin, I have Scavenger, I have Assassin, and for me, I use Stalker as my third tier perk for my ACR. Just that's personal preference. Third tier perk is always going to be personal preference, whatever you like to use. And moving on to the kill streaks. So the kill streaks, you obviously want to use Specialist. This is because you earn all the perks. So I earn Sleight of Hand, just because in those close quarter situations you want to be able to get your gun up faster, reload faster, stuff like that. And then I unlock Quick Draw. This is because I want to be able to aim down sight, and I didn't start out with Quick Draw because I started out with Assassin. And then third, I unlock Sit Rep. Once again, this is personal preference. Your third tier perk that you unlock can be anything you want it to be. It's just basically up to you. And So, for the death streak, obviously you don't need a death streak because you're going on a MOAB streak, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So, tomorrow, guys, I will be bringing you a commentary on the new map Foundation that came out a couple of days ago. I think it was actually 2 days ago. And I'll give you my opinions on that map, how I like it, how it plays, stuff like that. So you can expect that. And then in the description of this video will be, once again, the choices that you guys have for another MOAB That Spot episode, which will be coming either Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I'll decide when that comes up. So go ahead and let me know in the comments below which one you would like to see. And I have a few gameplays saved up. I actually got a few yesterday. And yeah, so back to the two new maps. They're called Foundation and Sanctuary. I'll get into those a little bit later, but they aren't very good maps. But I'll go into a little bit more of that in the next commentary. And the gameplay is coming to a close, guys. So I'll see you guys later, and peace.